All right, guys. So today I want to discuss why this fan ending is receiving so much praise from the community. And I also want to explain this not only for people who enjoyed it, but also for people who didn't enjoy it and don't really get why so many people were so happy with this ending, with this fan ending, the first part of it. Now, to be fair, this fan ending does not have very much in it as far as a plot goes. It's really just showing the conversation between Zeke and Armin, as well as Aaron and his younger self at the same time, and then Aaron's declaration that he's not, he's staying true to his convictions. So why are so many people happy about this? Really, nothing really all that major happened in this, right? There's still, like, we still don't know what Eric's gonna do. We still don't know what his plan is, right? Well, the major reason why so many people are so happy with this character, with this chapter, is because Aaron is now being a consistent character. That's the first reason. Aaron, this is the Aaron that we all know to be the Aaron that we follow for all these years. He's not pretending. He's being honest. And you may be wondering, well, 139 proves that he's pretending. Well, that's our point, and that seems to be the point that you guys don't understand. We believe that 139 is a retcon of Aaron's character. Therefore, if we're saying it's a retcon, you can't use 139 to defend your argument. You have to use everything else before 139 to defend your argument. Now, people may say this Aaron is a little edgy, which I don't even see where they're getting that from. All he did was explain to his younger self what happened about Emir, which is beautifully done, and then also says this is freedom. He's showing his younger self that this is freedom. They did a brilliant job recontextualizing this scene where Aaron was in a form of his younger self and explaining to the audience why that was, which is something that Isayama did not do. We have no idea why Aaron was in his younger self. We just can assume that it was because he was trying to mentally block out what he was doing. But this is a much better explanation. The reason why he was like that is because his older self was having a conversation with his younger self and showing him these things. And it also ties back up to the beginning why Aaron was crying, because he saw why child Aaron was crying, because he saw it all too. And another thing people don't seem to understand about this, and why this is so amazing, why would Aaron block out the fact that he's killing all these people? Isn't that kind of cowardly? I mean, if you're going to destroy the whole world, at least have the balls to watch yourself do it. At least have the balls to accept it. Don't block it out and hide like a little girl, like a little kid, like a little child. Be a man and accept the fact that you're destroying the world for whatever reason you're going to destroy it for. This is much better. This is a much better reasoning, in my opinion, and it makes Aaron out to be an even stronger character than he was before. I love how this Aaron is embracing freedom for the first time in his life, while this Aaron has already knows the cost of this freedom. This Aaron doesn't understand it. So he's like, well, why aren't you as happy as I am? Isn't freedom amazing? Is Ymir free? And Aaron's like, no, not yet. There's still much more that has to be done. So the people that are saying that this guy is a Chad and this completely goes against his character, if you ignore 139, this Aaron is more in line with Aaron in the story that we know than the 139 Aaron. So let's take a look and see. Chapter 90, the moment where Aaron changed as a person. This is where he changed. From this moment on, Aaron was not the same person. Look at his face. Look at the way he behaves. Look at his mannerisms. Look at the way he embraces the Titan that he once hated. He doesn't even get angry. He just walks past it. And when they go to the walls, the ocean, all his friends are enjoying it. This was Aaron's dream for years, to see the ocean. And he doesn't care, because the ocean doesn't mean anything. The ocean is nothing more than a facade. He's not free because his people are not free. So if they kill everyone on the other side, will they finally be free? This is Aaron. He was not pretending in this moment. He was not pretending. There's no way, anyway, Isayama could come to my house right now and tell me that Aaron was pretending, and I still would not believe him. I still would not believe him. But let's keep moving. 97, where he has this conversation with Falco. Now, what reason would Aaron have to lie here? He has absolutely no reason to lie at all. He's giving Falco advice while also explaining his own motivations at the same time. Unless you keep moving forward. This is Aaron's mantra. This is his whole character. So how can you say he's edgy in the fan ending when the fan ending is only going on what the character was from the beginning? They're only going on what he was. They ignore 139 and give what he was. Want another example? Chapter 100. Aaron literally lies to a child, an innocent child, forces him to become a traitor to his people unknowingly, and is willing to kill that child, as well as all the other children that he kills when he transforms. And you're telling me this was an act? Why did he tell Reiner just to forget about the stuff he said if it was an act? If it wasn't real, what does it matter? If he, why does he have to say that to Reiner? What is Reiner gonna change if he says this? Is Reiner gonna hate him more? But still, you can see this edgy Aaron, quote unquote edgy, right? I don't think it's edgy. I feel like Aaron is truly a character that's gone through a lot and has learned about the world. He knows more about the world than anyone in the story, and he understands. And this moment right here, a crucial moment where Willie says, "I do not wish to die," and Aaron notices it. Aaron notices it. His eyes flare up. Because I was born into this world, and that makes him relate to Willie. He's like, wow, this person is like me. Like maybe he understands. Maybe we can talk after all. But no, I know that we might be different. But please, all of you who do not wish to die, lend me your strength. I want to end this future rather against the devils of parody. And look at his face. Are you telling me he's acting right here? This is pretend. This is a face of sadness, but duty. He understands that nothing can change his path, no matter how hard he tries. He has to keep moving forward. He has to do it. And not only that, but he's willing to kill innocent people to do it. This is the moment where Aaron as a character turns into you could argue, the villain of the story. Look at this innocent family. He knew he killed them all. He killed them. Well, let's keep going. Chapter 121, which some would argue that this is Aaron's truest self. Even when Aaron was a child, he was always willing to take away the freedom of those who would try to take his, no matter who they are. Even as a child. And the fan ending makes an explanation as to why he was born this way is because his older self placed that in him, which is great as well. But let's not talk about that. Let's go to this moment where Aaron tells his father to get up and murder these children. Are you telling me that this was an act? He was pretending here? Aaron guilt-tripped his own father into murdering children. And you're telling me that this is his truest form? This is who he was the whole time? You're out of your mind. Last point. The comparison that people like to make. Chapter 131 Aaron versus chapter 139 Aaron. This is a completely different person. than this person. This person is crying over insignificant, petty, melodramatic relationship triangle bullshit. That's what he's crying about here. This person here is literally walking past hundreds of innocent people, trying to come up with a way where he can possibly protect them. He sees a pregnant woman. He remembers his mother. What would his mother think of him of what he's about to do? Maybe the Eldian should just die, but he can't accept that. He cannot accept that. He goes to try to save the kid, but he realized the kid's gonna die anyway. Why am I trying to help this fucking kid? He's gonna die anyway. How can I go help him? He brings the kid home and he gets down on his knees before the kid. And Isayama brilliantly brings up the scene when Reiner got down on his knees. And he tells this kid, "I'm sorry. I am sorry." This is proof that Eren is not some psychopathic murdering monster who only wants to destroy the world just because, which is what a lot of people seem to fucking think before 139. If that were the case, he would never kneel and bow and cry to this boy. And Isayama brilliantly handled this and showed to us that Eren was not a monster. He cared deeply about the innocent people that he was going to kill. But at the end of the day, he has to. He has to do it. There's no other way to save his people. He tried every other option. He tried every other option presented to him, every other theory. There's no other choice. It's the only way to save Eldia and the island. Not my friends, not Mikasa, not Armin, not Jean, not Connie, not Sasha. Eldia and the island. And so he does it. He kills all these people, and millions of innocent people. And as these people are dying, he's in the clouds saying freedom, which is terrible because it flips the word freedom on its head and turns it into a negative. And he tells his friend Armin, "You have to see it." Which Armin should be completely disgusted by this. But this moment was brilliantly recontextualized, just like the other moments in the fan ending, with Armin being disgusted as he should have always been. And this moment where the child Eren meets with the adult Armin, showing that this whole moment was orchestrated by Eren. Eren brought Armin here to have one final conversation with his friend, which is so much better than Armin coming here randomly by Ymir. So that's the Eren part of why this is so much better than 139 and the ending that we got. But not even just Eren, they also fixed Zeke. People say this conversation was the same. I feel like they need to go read 137 again because this conversation was completely different. Armin asks logical questions and tries to learn. He doesn't rush to conclusions and tell Zeke, this is the core of the life. The reason for life is this. Zeke and him are just theorizing. They're like, we don't know what the hell's going on, but maybe this is it. Maybe this. We don't know. Which makes a lot more sense for both of their characters. They wouldn't be able to come to a conclusion in a situation like this. There's too much shit that they don't know. And you can see that Armin is simply just trying to understand. He isn't trying to change anything. He's just trying to understand what's going on. At the same time, Eren is explaining the same story to his younger self, which is brilliant. They completed two separate conversations at the same time. They achieved two separate goals, killed two birds with one stone. This is great writing. They did an excellent job. And also paths, showing that Eren, I forgot to mention this about Eren, but showing that Eren tried to find every other alternative, every other possible solution to his problem. And this is the one that he came up with. This is the only way. And to bring back Grisha crying was just brilliant. It's just excellent. And then Armin is handled well as well. He doesn't do anything stupid. He hasn't had much lines, but for so far he seems like his old self. He's listening, he's learning, he's taking things in, he's asking the right questions, the questions that the audience would be asking, which is something that you would expect Armin to do. So while this chapter was short, it's very promising because it feels more in line with the Eren that we followed for 137 chapters. This feels more in line with Isayama's work than his own work. And we are nothing but appreciative for that. And it excites us to see what happens next. I don't want to judge the story until it's complete, and I feel like that's only fair, and I feel like you guys shouldn't do it either. We learned from Isayama not to judge something until it's done, so we're going to keep these guys with the benefit of the doubt. I do believe that they understand and know what they're doing based on this, but let's see where it goes. In the meantime, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Have a great rest of your day.